Hi guys, I wanted to come live today and do something to call in peace. So I've already opened the circle, I've already burned some sage, and I already pulled some cards, and my spirit guides told me not to do it while I was live, and so I trusted that, but boy oh boy, it was really powerful, and I wanted to read the cards with you live and hope that brings you some comfort today as you send prayers for peace in the world. Couldn't believe when this flew out. I kind of do really wish I was live, but I've never seen this card before, but I don't think I have, at least. A blessing for Solace and Hope. Thought it was beautiful. Number 41. And get this, I also pulled a card from the Chakra Healing Deck from the Sage Goddess. These are the two decks I'm using. So this one came from Blessed Be. A blessing for Solace and Hope. This beautiful deck by Lucy Cavendish. And then this chakra card, Light Codes, came from the Chakra Healing Deck by Sage Goddess. So I couldn't believe it. They're both 41. So 4141, I will for sure be looking that one up later on. 4 to me is always a number that talks about building strong foundations and a firm foundation. It always makes me think of the square and things that are rooted and strength. And 1 to me talks about oneness and leadership, and so and together they make a 5, which talks about change. And I feel like the foundations we need to be building are strong in the fact that they're rooted in oneness. Hi there, I'm doing a quick where I pulled a couple cards for peace, and I couldn't believe it. Like I wasn't live for when I opened the circle, which by the way I used this, which I think I'm going to be using every time because it's just the ultimate selenite wand to be using, and it was really powerful and the cards flew. I didn't know what was going to happen, what cards were going to come out, and so I didn't do that part live today, but 2 41s came out, and this one is a blessing for Solace and Hope, which I definitely feel like was the perfect card to come out. And then this one from the Chakra Healing Deck by Sage Goddess, Light Codes, also another 41, if you can see the 41 there. So thank you. I really should have done more of an announcement, but I'll post it afterwards for sure. But yeah, I felt like I needed it, and my teacher got on and gave me just a little bit of strength and energy I needed to come live. So I'm going to read you these cards. It's going to be really short, but first off, we're going to do a blessing for Solace and Hope, and I'm going to hold up the card while I read it to you. And just close your eyes, relax, the circle's open, nothing to do, nowhere to be. 115. Here we go. A blessing for Solace and Hope. This is a blessing for solace, the comfort that comes in the form of good fortune, strange little moments that bring you back to the sense that the universe is a place where you are cared for, considered, and important, and that this solace brings you hope for the future, an anticipation of the fair things that life will continue to bring you. Solace is the balm and the antidote to the wounds that life can deliver. It is not personal, for being here is a great gift, and we live in times where, in many ways, we are safer than we've ever been before. Well, but we are fed a diet of hopelessness from our cultures and media sources until we become overwhelmed with the troubles that seem to surround us. This blessing is for you to find your way back to sweetness. For the flower in For the flower in bud to release its sweetness, for you to notice the shimmer of light upon water, the sheer pleasure of movement, the ease of mind no longer racing over problems to be solved, but soft, intelligent, allowing the calm of life to steal back into your soul. This is the solace that keeps our hopes alive, the gift of good fortune that reawakens the candle of optimism that is within us, and the delight in the sheer whimsy of being here and being alive. It is the understanding that there may be little control, but we are no mere pawns in this life. We have our place in the world, and simply with our breathing in and out, we matter, and we are doing enough. To find solace is to find peaceful moments, small connections, to notice the thousands of gifts life has conferred upon us, and it is to again invoke the divinity of existence without the fear of the future. Let hope give you lightness. Draw away the pain and open you up again to the possibilities until you begin once again to relish the simple, voluptuous truth of being alive. Blessed be. Wow, that was really, really interesting. Because it's hard to feel this way, you know, when you're going through it, when you're being overwhelmed by everything. And but it's true what this card says, that being alive is such a gift, and I think days like today remind us of that, and that everybody has that right, like, you know, and that shouldn't be threatened. But just the gift that life is, really, to take comfort and solace in that, and to really cherish each moment, because you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you don't. So, and then I like that they said, too, that we're not just pawns in this life, because I've been finding a lot of comfort and solace in that. Like, we don't control much, but we do control our choices, and our choice can be for peace. Our prayer can be for peace, and it does matter. And when everyone holds that intention, then you know, the universe shifts towards that and gives us more of that. Where you put your focus is what the universe gives you more of. And, you know, the opposite of war, like, we live in a polar universe. So on one side is war and the other side is peace. So we just have to engage the part of us that is peace. And, you know, if enough people do that, things will shift. And this can be a moment where we come together, where we actually do unite, you know, with all the talk of union that's been going on. I sometimes wonder if that's what it is the universe just trying in weird ways that don't make sense to us as humans, frankly, trying to get us to come together, to fight for something. Weirdly, ironically enough, fight for something, to fight for peace, to have that as our intention. You don't actually have to fight, right? You can just, that's your intention, for peace, and to put our focus there. So, a blessing for solace and hope to all of you guys. And then I wanted to read the other one, which is light codes, which, boy, if we could ever, if there's ever time for light codes, it's now, you know what I mean? And it's always, you know, because time is very 3D, you know, so calling this in across all timelines, these light codes. And this is what this one says. All beings come into each lifetime with light codes they carry and transmit over the course of their lives. These multidimensional pieces of information and wisdom are shared without conscious communication. You are activating new light codes of healing right now, and you can use them to help yourself and others. As you feel called to understand more about these codes, go into meditation and consult your guides. Ask for clear signs, symbols, and guidance. And the chakra that this represents is third eye. The crystal is Sodalite, and the herb is mandrake root. Well, I don't have mandrake root. It reminds me of Harry Potter. It's like the screaming plant, I think, that they pull out in Harry Potter. But I do have Sodalite, and it's one of the newer ones I got, and I felt so drawn to it. And it's when this card popped out and I saw the crystal associated with it, I was like, oh my goodness, because Sodalite is really good for releasing fear. And I feel like that's another one of those energy streams where the opposite of fear is love. What you don't fear, you love. And so I feel like this is calling in that love through releasing that fear. And so just, you know, beautiful. I'm sending that sweet medicine of the Sodalite to you. It will be in a picture I post of this spread. You know, anytime you're in a crystal shop, I highly recommend getting just a tumbled piece is all you need to really help you with that. To remind you to come back to a state of love, because love is stronger than fear. And I sometimes wonder if that's what hate is it's fear of the other. It's not remembering your oneness, frankly. So to alleviate fear is a powerful thing. All right. And then lastly, I'm just going to read the kind of bigger prayer and description of this light code's energy, and I will post this up later. And this is the other beautiful card we got earlier. A blessing of solace and hope. It's just such a beautiful picture. I mean, the fact that it's like winter and she is decked out just felt very timely. Alrighty, so let me find where light codes is in here. Third eye, so that would be towards the back. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Okay. And I can't believe that both of the cards are 41. 41, 41. I'm looking up that angel number after this. So it won't be in the post, but I just wanted to share this with you in case anyone needed a little live video to pick up their spirits today. So light codes, here we go. Magic was meant to find you. The keys to unlocking magic are hidden in symbols and light codes that exist all around us. To understand your codes, sorry, here. To understand your codes, it is important to connect to your guides, the ancients and elders who hold much of your wisdom from past lives. To be in alignment with divine universal wisdom, you must learn what light codes you carry and transmit. What is your primary energy stream? Kind of what I was just talking about. If you were to ask others in your life what energies they feel from you, what would they say? Make a list of these light codes you know for sure you have transferred to others. Maybe you carry healing codes or teaching codes that help you teach others and inspire their learning. Maybe you carry codes for love, compassion, or beauty. Ask your spirit guides to show you signs about your codes. You might also choose a piece of jewelry or amulet to represent your light codes and activate the talisman in ceremony to serve as a transmitter piece for you. Every time you carry or wear your light code transmitter, you will be assured that whatever wisdom you share will be communicated with clarity and love. Oh, cut to the fact that I have my amulet on today. I will definitely show you guys in 1 minute. Let's see. Consider also the different ways you communicate light codes with others. Some people transmit codes through their gaze, others through their words, through their voice when they sing, or through their physical touch as a therapist or body worker. All of these are beautiful ways to transmit light codes and bring your most unique healing frequency to those who need them most. Ask yourself, as a being of light, what are your light codes? What specific messages of light and love do you naturally and effortlessly communicate through your words, thoughts, and actions? How do you communicate or share your light codes? If you're unsure of these answers, spend some time in meditation asking your spirit guides to show you your codes and methods of transmission. So that's really interesting. I know that like one thing that my teacher does a lot is she will hold up her quartz wand, her double terminated quartz wand, which sends and receives energy. And she'll transmit her light codes. So I could do that. I also have a talisman here that is, let me get closer to the camera here. This is, it's a Lemurian Brandberg amethyst. So it's got really divine feminine energy to it. And my teacher actually gifted it to me. It was a giveaway. And I'm really very connected to Lemuria, and what Lemuria was an ancient civilization based on the concept of universal love. It was one of the earliest civilizations, matriarchies, divine feminine energy. So, yeah, if you would like to connect with me, I'm going to give you some of that sweet medicine right now. There you go. So you could put a quartz point up to the screen or just your index finger to receive this energy. Because I really transmute energy and light codes through my hands, but it's just a powerful thing to think about today because, you know, a lot of people are like, what can I do? You can do things, and they may seem so simple or too simple, but you can do things, and one of them is praying. And you know, I don't know, it could be giving somebody a massage, like a family member a massage, or, you know, some people do transmit code through their eyes. So I definitely do it through my hands. If you're a Reiki practitioner, send some Reiki to the planet. Just do what you do, but just remember that you do hold the codes to help heal, and all you have to do is your part. And then inspire people to do the same, you know, if you feel called, which I definitely did today. So this was just a little sweet reminder that I'm here for you. I'm holding space for you and the planet, and Ukraine, and peace in this world, because I know that the opposite side of war is peace. It's this energy stream, and I'm going to choose to invoke the peace part of it. And I would invite you all to do the same. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So with that, I'm going to release the guides and guardians. If you want to stay for that, you can. You don't have to. I got this beautiful sort of light selenite from Bay's Rock Shop. I'm in Pennsylvania. It's a crystal shop there, and you should definitely check it out. And it's just amazing. It feels so powerful to hold in my hands. It's huge. So here we go. I'm going to release the guides and guardians and wish you a peaceful day. Okay. I release the guides and guardians of the spirit realm. Thank you so much for being here today, Spirit, to remind us that through our intentions, miracles can happen. I ask today, as I release you from the circle, that you continue to lead us to peace, to remind us that magic is real and that you're always with us, and to remind us what a beautiful gift this life is, and to be at peace with one another, to remember our oneness. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the north, element of earth, thank you for being here today. And as I release you, thank you for continuing to keep us safe and protected. Thank you for helping lead the way towards peace in our life. Ancestors, spirit guides of love and light, direct us, guide us. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the west, element of water, thank you so much for flowing in energy streams of emotional healing and healing of all kinds. Thank you for flowing in energy streams of peace, of compassion, of forgiveness, of love. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the south, element of fire, thank you for helping us to continue to burn clean all lower energies and frequencies that are not in sync with the spiritual beings we are. Thank you for igniting within us a flame of love, a flame of compassion for our fellow human beings. Thank you for inspiring us and motivating us to find ways to activate energy streams of passion and love and compassion. I know you're fire, but help our hearts burn bright with love. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. And finally, I release the guides and guardians of the East, element of air. As I release you, guides and guardians of the East, thank you for still walking with us to open doors that will lead us to peace, that will lead us to ease and comfort and love, and to remind us what a gift life is. Thank you for helping guide us to the right doors that will lead us to that peace. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. I release all guides and guardians of love and light. And with that, the circle is closed. Amen. Blessed be. Harm done. It is done. It is done. It is done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm Anaho, and so it is. All right. Thank you, Roxanne and Thomas, for joining me. I really appreciate it. It felt good to be with you guys today. And I'm going to post this up. And a couple other things you can do for peace. I have my candle lit here too. Definitely light a candle because that always feels good. This is my manifestation candle and I'm manifesting peace. And some mantras you can work with are, I really like the Sanskrit ones. They're the oldest, and just ring true on like a primordial level. One is Om, Shanti, 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 Om. Om is the sound of God, and Shanti means peace. So you're literally calling in peace and God, whatever you consider that to be. And then the other one that's my favorite is Om Mani Padme Hum. And that is all the blessings that the Buddha gave. And to me, it just feels really good in removing any sort of lower vibration and calling in blessings of all kinds. So Om Mani Padme Hum. And then one final one to transmute energy. And these are just ideas for you if you're stuck. Is the violet flame, which if you think of, I mean, if you're a Christian, you probably think of it as the Holy Spirit. It is associated with a saint, Saint Germain, so you could definitely look him up. But the idea of the violet flame is to transmute energy from negative to positive. And that's what it does. And if you just imagine this purple flame kind of around you, if you feel like you're taking on too much dense energy, and the mantra is so simple but so powerful. When you say I am, you invoke God energy too. So the mantra is I am the violet flame. I am the violet flame. I am the violet flame. And just imagine all that's not serving you being transmuted in that purple flame. And violet or purple is the highest vibration that you can have. So when you say I am the violet flame, it's like it's working in coordination with that color and that vibration and that frequency. So that's a great way to transmute energy too. So I just wanted to be with you to call in peace. Sorry, I don't know, my throat is like weird today. And I will post this. If you want to watch it, feel free to share it. If you're having a hard time, but just blessings of solace and hope. And remember your light codes. Remember your power to wage peace. All right? Take care, everyone. Love you.